The city never sleeps, its streets alive with the constant hum of life. Among the rushing crowds and blaring horns, a small tabby cat roamed unnoticed. Its fur was dull, matted with grime, and its golden eyes held a deep sadness. This was Toby, a once loved pet who now called the cold, unforgiving streets his home. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and yet Toby's life remained the same, a lonely search for food and safety. Toby's days began with the hope of finding something to fill his empty belly. He would sniff through garbage bins, searching for scraps that might have been discarded. Often he would find nothing but plastic wrappers and rotting leftovers. The competition for food was fierce. Stray dogs, rats, and even other cats fought for the same meager morsels. Toby had learned to be quick and cautious, his small frame darting through alleys and under parked cars to avoid the dangers of the street. One cold evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Toby's hunger grew unbearable. He wandered aimlessly until the mouth-watering aroma of roasted chicken caught his attention. Following the scent, Toby found himself outside a small restaurant tucked away on a quieter street corner. Warm light spilled from the windows, and the sound of laughter and clinking dishes drifted through the air. Toby's stomach growled as he stared through the glass, watching diners enjoy their meals. He felt a pang of longing, not just for the food, but for the warmth and companionship that seemed to fill the room. Toby lingered outside the restaurant, his nose pressed against the glass. Inside, Maria, the owner of the establishment, noticed the little cat. Maria was a kind-hearted woman in her 50s, known for her generosity and warm smile. She watched as Toby's eyes followed every movement of the food being served. Her heart ached for the scruffy creature. Maria stepped outside with a small plate of chicken and placed it on the ground a few feet away from Toby. Startled, Toby hesitated, his instincts warning him to be wary. But hunger won over fear, and he cautiously approached the plate, devouring the food in seconds. Maria watched from a distance, her smile tinged with sadness. The next evening, Toby returned to the restaurant. This time, Maria was waiting for him with another plate of food. Over the following days, a routine began to form. Toby would arrive at the same time each evening, and Maria would feed him. Slowly, Toby's trust in Maria grew. He began to linger longer, his once guarded demeanor softening as he realized Maria meant him no harm. One night, as Maria crouched down to place the plate of food, Toby surprised her by rubbing his head against her hand. It was a small gesture, but it spoke volumes. Maria's eyes welled with tears as she gently stroked his fur. She knew Toby was no ordinary stray. He had once known love and care, and now he was seeking it again. Maria decided she couldn't let Toby return to the harsh streets. She prepared a small bed in the corner of her restaurant, a cozy spot where Toby could rest safely. At first, Toby was hesitant, but the warmth of the blanket and the promise of safety lured him in. That night, for the first time in what felt like forever, Toby slept peacefully. As the days turned into weeks, Toby became a fixture at the restaurant. Customers grew fond of the little tabby, who would lounge by the window, basking in the sunlight. Some even brought treats for him, charmed by his gentle nature. Maria took Toby to the vet, ensuring he was healthy and well cared for. His fur grew shinier, his eyes brighter, and his spirit lighter. Toby was no longer just a stray. He was part of a family. Maria and Toby's bond deepened with each passing day. Toby brought joy to Maria's life, filling a void she hadn't realized was there. And in return, Maria gave Toby the love and security he had been longing for. Together, they turned the small restaurant into a haven of warmth and kindness, a place where not just Toby, but anyone who walked through the doors could feel at home. Toby's story reminds us that even in the busiest, most chaotic corners of the world, there is always room for compassion. A simple act of kindness can change a life, turning loneliness into love and despair into hope. And for Toby, the little tabby who once roamed the streets alone, the world had finally become a brighter, safer place. Adopt, don't just shop. There's a Toby out there waiting for you. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed Toby's story, please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more heartwarming tales. See you in the next video.